Hello, this is the HBJ, back at Lake Chapmanwood for another Ruck rant. At the point, we're still at the fat fuck taking a walk and bitching, but we're almost there now. Feeling a lot better. I'm walking down by the one boat ramp today. I'm going to show that now. And obviously, the water is receded a little, but as you can tell, it's been cold as fuck here, because last week we had waves rippling everywhere. Now this motherfucker's frozen and some dickhead brought their dog and didn't clean up after. It's not thick enough yet. Yeah, maybe it is thick enough to stand on. So let's see if the HBJ could throw a rock. Huh? It rolled. It might be getting thick enough to walk on. If it does, maybe we'll bring out the ice skates one day and we'll do a HBJ special edition of skate rant. I'm gonna try and mix it up a little bit out here. I think I'm going to really regret not bringing the gloves today and the winter hat, but it's a brisk 30 degrees this morning, and we're gonna start off by saying the music choice for the HBJ today is Blood on the Tracks is the album. Bob Dylan, one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time, is the artist, and the song is the first song on the album because this is the beginning of a walk, which is my favorite Bob Dylan song, Tangled Up in Blue. See if we can see any fish in here. That'd be cool if we could. Unfortunately, they'd probably be frozen. As you can see, it's a lot thicker than I thought it was. When it gets cold here in Chicago, it don't fuck around, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's climb up this little hill and get to our walk. We'll probably take a little shorter one today. That being said, I said that last time as well, and we still made it to mile marker 42. But that day I had gloves and a winter hat. So we'll see where the day takes us. We might get a little inspired by the walk. The walk might actually make get a little motivation, take a little bit longer. We'll see. The goal is always to push further and push harder. But it is the winter time in Chicago. It's not like anywhere else in the country. This place doesn't fuck around. So, with all that being said, and me welcoming you back to the walk, we're going to get into a little bit of bitching, a little bit of ranting. And today, I'd like to not so much bitch, but kind of be puzzled at the same time of money. We're going to talk about money. So, I could be wrong about a lot of stuff I bitch about. I'm just a dummy, but that's why I bitch, because I'm a dummy. Dummies bitch. Smart people make points. Sometimes I make points, sometimes I bitch. Most of the time I bitch, because I'm a dummy. But we'll start out the money rant by saying something I brought up in a previous Ruck rant, which is, you in the old days paid for everything with cash. There was no credit card, there was no checks, there was no cell phones where you could tap your phone, or everything you used was cash. As early as my lifetime, I'm 43, and in my lifetime, there was a time when all people used was cash. I understand during my life cycle, technology has taken over, times have changed, got it, cool. I understand a lot of stuff is purchased online, got it again, cool. So, online stuff is taken over department stores. Department stores is where everybody would go to get pretty much anything they needed or wanted for the house, for life. You can get clothes, you can get appliances, you can get tools, whatever a normal person would need for their life. You can go to a department store and get it. Like appliances, electronics, you name it, they had it. You have places like Sears, I want to say Carson, Perry, Scott, Vons. There's a big one I'm missing. Venture. There's another bigger one I'm missing. I can't think of the name of it. If it comes to me, I'll say it. But you'd go there, and it's like a one-stop shop for everything. And if I remember correctly, prices weren't too outrageous. Now I get it. Nobody wants to leave their house. They're fat and lazy, and it's out of more of a convenience, let's say. As Tom Segura said once in one of his comedy bits, there's going to come a time where you're never going to have to even leave your bed. You can order food, you can order groceries, you can order whatever it is you want for the house, and you're just going to cut a hole in your bed where you could shit right through your bed and not ever leave your bed for the rest of your life. You could work from your bed. It's wild how shit's changed. But that being said, again, a lot of the stuff's online. So online, you could, wow, since I got here, 3 more cars have gotten here. People must want to either fish, or maybe they're ruck ranting too. But through that necessity, you have to use other forms of payment. Obviously, debit or credit card. You can't pay for stuff with cash online unless it was old school the way they did cash on delivery, which you rarely see shit like that ever anymore, because this is a good way to con people. So in certain cases, I understand I have to evolve with technology. I don't have a choice there, and that I'm okay with. You go to stores now, and some of them actually don't accept cash, which is fucking insane to me. How don't you accept cash? You accept a debit card, which takes cash from a bank account and puts it into your account. That's cash. I wonder if it's out of laziness to get cash to make change, out of laziness to teach your employees how to do math to give correct change. The fact that if you do things by credit card and debit card, you don't have to worry about your drawer coming up short because you're constantly given the correct change, because there is no change. But it's legal payment. You pay. It's cash. You go to work, make a living, and they pay you in cash. They don't pay you in credit card points. So the fact, let's go to the regular turnaround and turn around today. I ain't feeling it. Not wearing the gloves was a real bad mistake. But yeah, it's mind-boggling to me, and I don't get it. I don't know if I want to get it. Like, You could go down the rabbit hole with conspiracy theories and all that other shit and reasons why places don't want to accept cash. But it just doesn't make any sense to me. Because I remember when credit cards and checks first came out, I remember you had to, when checks came out and you wrote a check, it was a huge pain in the ass because, if I remember correctly again, they had to call them in. And it took forever to check out. When you used your credit card, they had to put it on carbon paper. They had to, like, roll over the check with the carbon paper so there was a real life copy of your check. And HBJ ain't making it to the turnaround today. He's just going to turn around. It's cold. Not as cold as last time, but I was more prepared for it. And as things evolved, they said, fuck it, we'll make credit card machines, but we're going to charge you a fee. What fucking for? You're going to charge me a fee to take somebody's money. At that point, I would have been like, we encourage people to pay cash because there's no fee. And I got something tangible in my hand. It's money. It's real. I remember back in the day, you could bargain with things. There was always the sticker price, and then there was the cash price. Hey, how much if I pay for it in cash right now? That way they didn't have to deal with all the bullshit. You just gave them cash, they gave you the product. Sometimes you got a significant deal on this shit. Sometimes it wasn't much, but there was always a difference when you paid cash. Now it's so fucking convenient to not pay cash. A lot of places, A, don't accept cash. B, good luck if you think you're going to get a fucking deal from paying cash. They don't even want your cash to begin with. But when we get on this big bridge, we'll take a look at what last weekend was a hell of a ripple tides. And this weekend is just fucking ice. Just goes to show Chicago's wild winters, and they suck. When you're like me and you work outside in this shit for a living, you really got to be motivated to get up and get the fuck out here and walk. I like this though because you can actually see up there's some water, a little bit of flowage left, but you actually got to get motivated to get up and get out in this shit. I don't see any fish in here, which is cool. You can see right down to the bottom. It must be all out in the middle where I'm assuming this lake is warmest. I don't know. Again, I'm dumb. But anyway, just saying, it doesn't make sense to me why a place would not accept cash or would even be allowed to do something like that. How would a place even be allowed to not accept cash? I make cash. I produce cash. I pay with cash. Cash has been and always will be the legal tender. There was always a saying, cash is king. Apparently it's not no more. Then you roll into stupid things like cryptocurrency, which for the life of me I'll never understand, and I don't want to understand it. I'll never invest in it. Well, never say never, but I'm probably going to say never. It's not a real thing. It's a made-up thing in my mind. And it's not backed by anything. As much as I don't trust banks, and I don't trust people in positions like that make that kind of money and make those kinds of decisions, you could see money, you could see gold, you can see what it's all backed up by. Cryptocurrency's kind of like just made up. They just made it up one day. And people were like, yeah, I'm going to buy it. And that doesn't make sense. And people who made money off of it, God bless you for fucking getting in on that. I just don't fucking get it. Not one bit. Again, I'm one of those cash guys. I believe in cash. I believe in something I can actually see and put my hands on. Checks, I think they're kind of outdated. Some bill payments now I used checks for in the past. I think I'm kind of done, maybe. I still keep checks at the house, but I think I'm kind of done with checks. The only thing I really use checks for consistently... Oh. There was something down there. Let's see if it's still there. If it was a fish or frog or something. It might be gone now. I don't want to go down this little rampway because I'll fall down. I won't get back. But as you can see right there, there's a little patch of actual water. There it is. There it is. Look at that. It's a beaver. Folks, we have found a beaver. Let's see if we can't take a rock and throw it never ever at the beaver, but near the beaver so we can get another look. Beautiful animal. These rocks are all... The rocks are... Goddamn, the ground's frozen now. And they're all stuck in the ground. At least the good sized ones. Okay. We're gonna go and videotape where the beaver is. Hopefully when I throw them in there, they'll come out. Nope. Unless inside that rock goes underneath somewhere, maybe to the other side. I don't want to go down there and fuck with it. A, I don't know if they would attack. And B, I don't want to bother it. It's cold as fuck down there. But that was super cool. We got to see a beaver swimming. That's probably what it was that I saw. Would have been even cooler if he would have caught a fish. Give it a couple more minutes, not minutes, but seconds to see if he comes back out. But, back to the check thing, yeah. I used to use checks at my old place to pay the association dues. The new place, I could do that online. Sucks now because a lot of these bill pay places are fucking assholes. And they actually charge you to pay your bills online. Yet, they want you to go paperless and not get your bills sent to the house. Not happening. You're going to send every single one of my bills to the house. And I have a written paper record of what was paid and when it was paid. I don't trust that things can't get hacked and that things aren't gonna ever go wrong. Alright. At least we got to see the beaver. Hopefully my phone camera skills were good enough that we caught a glimpse of that guy going in and out of his home. But yeah, that's kind of gay too, that places incentivize you to pay your bills online. and then charge you a fee to pay your bills online. That's kind of goofy and fucked up, and I think that's bullshit. Yeah, I think there should be a law against that. My bill is $100. It's not $101.25. If you wanted to be the one that set up the website, you wanted to set up the bill pay, people are going to do that because that's the whole point of setting up the website and the bill pay, so they don't have to send a fucking check in. That's the point. It's just so fucking stupid, this shit. And it's getting to the point where I don't trust a lot of this shit. I would never put my debit or credit card information and save it to my phone. Now this one would be a cool one to go down because you could see right through to the bottom. This is the good part about this time of year. The water's not at all foggy, misty, or dirty. You could see right down to the ground. You could see what's in there. But yeah, people do, and that's their choice. But man, I've seen so many fucking things get hacked all year round. You get fucking emails. Oh, sorry, this company's been hacked. We're so sorry. Your personal information may have been leaked. If somebody hacked it, they didn't leak it. They took it and used it because they're assholes. It wasn't leaked. That's why I try and not put another dickhead. I don't want to take after their fucking dog. You should be able to get a monster fine for being a dickhead like this. But yeah, it's you should get a monster fine for that. That pisses me off. That could be another rant, but it'd be short because it just pisses me off. But yeah, it's the state of money now is just so weird and goofy and shitty that we went from using paper money, which has always been how things have worked since the beginning of time, since money's been invented, to I'm tapping my handheld computer phone to a machine and it's gonna pay for it for me. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I get it, technology. I'm sure at some point we'll just have our bank accounts on our fucking, with a Neuralink fucking transmitter on our brain, and all we gotta do is put our thumb on the fucking thing and it'll pay for it for us, or put our wrist where we'll have a chip there and we'll pay for things that way. I mean, and nobody will even know what cash is anymore. You'll get, as they say in fucking these wild old movies, you'll get credits or something. What kind of asshole throws a tire in a nice place like this in the water? Some people just need a slap in the mouth or to be fucking poked in the neck with a soldering iron. Jesus Christ, some people. Let's see if we see anything in this water. We're at the end of the walk. It's nice, you can see in there. Nice and clear. Obviously, the deeper it gets, the harder it is to see. Ooh. Cracked it a little. Hello. A little bit of crackage. But, yeah. As for now, I'll just be the old man that bitches about, not being able to use cash at places when I try and pay for things. Bill Burr did a good bit on it, where everybody wants you to sign up for their credit card and their little save value cards. And it's like, I already have credit cards, one. Two, why would I pay for your credit card that I gotta pay, let's say, an annual fee for? So I think the annual fee thing's one of the biggest ripoffs in the world here, because you're using their juice loan system, which people got mad at the outfit for doing juice loans. But credit cards and banks have found a way to do legalized juice loans. And you got to pay points on your loan. And that's all a credit card is. And some of the rates that you get on these cards is fucking insane. And if you're really, really good, we'll raise your rate so you could borrow more. Who the fuck wouldn't want to do that? If you're the one lending, you start out just to make sure that they can pay it back, just like a juice lender. And then at the end, once you know they're going to start paying back, you raise the rate so you can really get them. But this has been another successful Ruck rant, short as it may be. Again, Black Rifle Coffee is going to get me through the next part of my day. They don't pay me, but goddamn, it's good coffee. Veteran-owned company, American company. Support them, buy their shit. Another successful Ruck rant. This is the HBJ out.